Wade outside with some arc. Detroit with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Now here's Freak. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Meeks passes to Black Hole. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat. But he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Rick, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Detroit making a switch. Morris is checked in.
Marcus Morris on the court.
Jackson. No luck. The scoring fast and furious. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Staying out there with Whiteside. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey guys, Black Hole in their last game against the Bulls really delivered. He dropped in 15 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you. He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
And Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Wade is covering. Freak kicks to Drummond. Inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. And that's 11 points for Freak.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. There's Winslow. 9 points last game out. Here's Wade. And that one's good. Wade's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead.